Good morning, everyone. So today our group will be presenting our case study of the Chia Lit Hu and Paralympic Council of Malaysia or PCM controversy. In 2025, Malaysia's Paralympic badminton gold medalist Chia Lit Hu claimed that the Paralympic Council of Malaysia or PCM failed to pay him the 60,000 incentive promised for his 2024 Paris Paralympics victory. Chia voiced his frustration on social media, calling PCM a scam organization. The post went viral, attracting attention from fans, media, and even the Minister of Youth and Sports, Hannah Yeoh. PCM later responded, saying that the payment wasn't finalized, but their unclear and defensive communication led to public backlash and loss of trust. The main issue here was the lack of transparency and poor communication between PCM and the athlete. So now we're moving on to the point 2, the application of strategic communication theories. This case fit both the two-step flow theory and the ADA model. According to the two-step flow theory, Chia's social media was the first step, spreading his message directly to the public. The second step came when media outlets and opinion leaders like Hannah Yeoh amplified the issue, shaping public opinion in Chia's favor. Next, using the ADA model, his viral posts gained attention, media coverage built interest, public sympathy created desire, and finally, public pressure led to action when the minister and the MACC got involved. In short, this case shows how one athlete's message combined with media influence can turn a personal issue into a national controversy to a strategic or, in this case, unplanned communication.
For the next part is situation and stakeholder analysis. And then for the fans public perspective is experience strong disappointment and anger on social media, demand accountability from PCM. For the impact, loss of trust in sport governance, perception of injustice to national heroes. And then for the sponsor brands, caution about the negative publicity and image association with PCM. And then for the impact is hesitation in future sponsorship deals or event. And then for the governing bodies official, for attempt to justify the delay through informal explanation but lack unity and transparency. And then for the impact is damage organization, reputation, questionable leadership attitude. For the media, reported the issue extensively emphasizing fairness and athlete welfare. For the impact is amplify the controversy, increase public pressure for PCM to respond. And then for the next part is strategy and message development. Exactly response, PCM early reaction was minimal and inconsistent, fueling speculation. For the recommended strategy, tone, apologetic and empathic. For the channel, press release plus with social media. And for the message style, empty, accountability and clarification and commitment.
Okay, for the ethical and social responsibility consideration, for the first one, main ethical dilemma. PCM promised Chia Lit Hu 60,000 reward for winning gold at the 2024 Paris Paralympic but did not pay on time. This showed a lack of fairness and honesty and make it seem like athlete achievements are not properly recognized. Okay, for the ethical duty, different parties had ethical responsibility. PCM needed to keep its promise communicated clearly and respect the athlete. Chia had to raise his concern respectfully. The media should report accurately, avoid aggression. Fans and the public should support fairness and speak respectfully. Okay, for the last one, value. Several important values were broken. PCM was not transparent because it gave vague explanation and delayed the payment. Integrity was lost because the reward was not delivered on time. Chia showed respect, but PCM delay showed a lack of respect for him. Fairness was also violated because he did not receive his reward. Okay, that's all for me.
So for the next part is crisis management evaluation. So for the first criteria is a speed of response. So response was moderate to slow, allowing public speculation and online discourse to escalate before an official clarification was issued. Okay, so for the next point is transparency. Transparency was limited as explanations lacked detailed disclosure of policy procedures and contributed to ambiguity among stakeholders. Alright, so for the next criteria is stakeholder engagement. Engagement with key stakeholders such as athletes, supporters, and the public was insufficient, with communication handled primarily at an internal administrative level. Okay, so for the last point is long-term trust recovery. The situation causes a potential problem for long-term trust, particularly regarding confidence in governance practices and athlete welfare support mechanisms.
For lesson learned and conclusion, the key takeaways for athlete must communicate professionally when dealing with financial or administrative issues. Always verify information with governing bodies before making public statement. Maintain integrity and respect to protect personal and national reputation. Use official channel for clarification instead of social media to avoid misinterpretation. Next is key takeaway for sport organisation. Ensure transparent communication regarding rewards, policies, and financial entitlement. Improve internal governance to prevent confusion or dispute with athletes. Provide training on media handling and crisis communication for athletes. Respond quickly and clearly to public controversies to maintain credibility. Next is key takeaway for communication professionals and media. Verify facts before publishing to avoid spreading misinformation. Report issues objectively without sensationalizing the controversy. Use ethical journalism practices to maintain fairness and accuracy. Advise athletes and organizations on effective message framing during crisis. Lastly is final statement. This case reinforces the importance of ethical governance, transparency, and responsible communication between athletes and sporting authorities.